Welcome back to Windows into Ethereum. Today's episode is on currency and economics. Economics is defined as the wealth and resources of a country or region, especially in terms of production and consumption of goods. Currency is defined as the standardization of money in any form, in use or circulation as a medium of exchange. The thing about an economy is that it shows what's valued and how those resources are distributed. Start by asking if currency is even something that you want. Technically, in economics, there are two systems. There's bartering and currency. Our understanding of bartering has changed dramatically in recent years, with evidence, scientific papers, and discovery changing a lot about what we thought about bartering. Originally, most schools were taught that it's more of an exchange system. I want this, you want this, we trade. We were told it was doomed to fall apart because if you had something that nobody else wanted, you had to find another way to trade. But that's not the case at all. A bartering system resided in societies where everyone knew each other, likely raised together or helped raise each other. Everyone was family. That's where the phrase to raise a village comes from. And when someone you care about needs something and you have excess, you have no problem giving it to them. Currency became useful when bartering wasn't on the table, when trade needed to happen with others they didn't know, and when the world started getting bigger, which brings us to markets. Traditional, which is no currency, this is the bartering system. Market, which is consumer guided, it goes bottom up. Command, which is government guided, which is top down. And mixed, which is the most common. Most are mixed because the power that's given in a free market tends to corrupt, causing things to be regulated for the safety of the consumer, like food and machinery. If you do pick an economy, and that economy is currency based, you need to decide on what that currency is. It could be a special set of materials that are combined together. It could be a trade secret. It could be made by a specific group of people in a governing body. How that currency is carried can also become important. It can tie into clothing or religious practices, or have something to do with the region. When choosing a currency, two things are really important. Can that currency be reused? Is it infinite or finite? Not all currency is infinite. In fact, most currency is not. Metals like gold are, because they can be remelted and turned back into currency. But things like plastic and paper are finite. They get disposed of by governments and make more out of completely new material. You also have to consider what they might do with that waste. Thank you so much for watching. Up next is Beauty Standard.